So it is finally happening, guys. The price of Bitcoin, after breaking out from this falling trend line or the bump and run reversal pattern, falling wedge pattern, broadening wedge pattern, 1 to 3 reversal pattern, and along with that even this symmetrical triangle pattern. Yes, these were all bullish continuation pattern which looks like playing out right now. So what does this mean for the coming days? Has the price of Bitcoin turned finally bullish, and now we are also breaking out from this Bollinger Band, breaking out from this 200 weekly moving average along with this 21 weekly EMA. So what to expect next for the coming days? What kind of scenario could be happening in the medium short term? We are going to talk about all of this one by one in this video, but before I do that, please try that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit the subscribe button and the bell. But if you want to support me further, guys, you know a comment is always appreciated, because a like and a comment is going to boost the algorithm of the channel and also boost the motivation for me to create content like this in a daily basis. Thank you very much. Now, if you look at the price action of Bitcoin after breaking out of this falling trend line, this does looks like playing out as a bump and run reversal pattern, and after breaking out of this long-term resistance line, we could be entering in this run phase. And if we look at this example, after this lead in bearish trend got broken, we had a very nice impulsive movement. But what did the price did? The price after that came back to retest the support from this falling trend line, and only after that started with an actual impulsiveness. Yes, guys, even though the price of Bitcoin right now looks bullish, even though the price of Bitcoin has managed to come across 28,000, please wait until we find proper support over 28,000 before we look for any opportunity, because this could still play out into a fake out price coming back to test the key line one more time, and only after that starting with an actual impulsiveness. And I have a very important reason why this could be on the line. I'm going to share it later, but for now, even this falling wedge pattern looks like playing out perfectly. I mean, I was shouting on top of my lungs in the past price action whenever the price of Bitcoin broke the resistance from this falling trend line or the resistance from this falling wedge, we started with a very bullish move, right? And we said, hey, this exact scenario could be on the line once we break the resistance from this falling trend line. And now, after breaking the resistance from this falling trend line, you can see the price of Bitcoin is also looking very bullish. So according to this falling wedge, according to this bump and run reversal pattern, this is where we could be getting attracted. I mean, the previous high in between 30,000 to 33,000 before choosing an actual trend direction, because we know parallelly price has not just only broken the resistance from this falling trend line, resistance from this bump and run reversal pattern, even this descending broadening wedge pattern, because according to this descending broadening wedge, you can see the upper trend line here in a daily time frame was actually acting as a line of resistance, lower trend line was looked as line of support. But right now, if you look at this carefully, the price has finally managed to break out of it, and since then we are clearly showing a very bullish candle. So this bullish candle does not necessarily mean that the upcoming days for Bitcoin could be like this. If that happens, we are more than happy to see. But if we do see any sort of a shakeout, then I don't want you guys to get liquidated. So even though this is turning as a bullish continuation pattern, I still want you guys to look for this fake out, which could still be on the line, and only after testing this key line, the price of Bitcoin starting with an actual impulsiveness. And now, even according to this 1, 2, 3 reversal pattern which we talked in my video yesterday, I was very clear. If the price of Bitcoin breaks the resistance from this 0.2 or even the resistance from this 28,000 right here to the upside, then this will be looked as a continuation pattern, a bullish continuation pattern, because you can see on this example here, buy on break of resistance at 0.2, and our 0.2 got broken, and since then you can see the price of Bitcoin is turning very bullish. But please keep this in mind, the price of Bitcoin, even though it might look bullish, could still fake out liquidating the over leverage, and only after that starting with an actual impulsiveness. So please be careful. Even though the price in different scenarios in different time frame is showing bullishness, please wait until we find proper support above 28,000 before looking for any opportunity. And the reason is very simple. You can see this is October CPR, and now if I would add the first monthly target for this month of October, according to our leading indicator, the CPI indicator, first monthly target sits around 27,999, or let's say 28,000. This green line was our first target, right? And we are clearly above it, which is a very good sign. Now let's also add the second monthly target, which is at 29,000. So since we are in between this 28,000 to 29,000 resistance line, I mean, first Air1 target is this line, right? 28,000. And second Air1 target for this month of October sits around 29,000. And now the price is actually showing bullishness. Please still be careful. We are choosing a trend direction, right? We are choosing a trend direction without touching any of this CPI line. So in more than 90% of cases, what has the price done at the end? It has showed a retracement, right, towards the CPI line, testing the support from one of this line, and only after that choosing an actual trend direction. Yes guys, even though the price of Bitcoin right now looks super bullish, and I'm happy to see that, I still want you guys to also monitor this VCPR carefully, which sits around 26,700 range. Yes, only after testing the support from this October CPR, we know the price is preparing, or price is ready for an actual impulsiveness, because the monthly Air1 line only gets tested when the price is preparing itself for an actual impulsiveness. So in the medium short term, even if this fakes out, right, since we are already above this Air1 line, even if this fakes out, right, we are still expecting the price of Bitcoin after that to show an actual impulsiveness like this. So please guys, please keep this scenario in back of head. And now, even if you look at this in a very simple way using this Bollinger Band, according to this Bollinger Band scenario, I was very clear. If in our case, the price manages to break the upper band, then just like from this past price action, we are also expecting the price of Bitcoin after that to turn very, very bullish. And if you look at this right now, after breaking the upper band, we are seeing this impulsiveness playing out here in price action of Bitcoin. So this is another sign the price of Bitcoin for the coming days might be turning very bullish. And even if you look at this RSI line, this RSI line is clearly above 50, which is a very good sign. MACD is also above this central line, which is another good sign. T3CCI also in a positive territory. So all of this indicator is clearly indicating us the upcoming days for Bitcoin is looking bullish. And even if you look at this 200 weekly moving average, which was looked as one of the most important line of support and resistance, right now if we look at this weekly candle, we are above it. So if this weekly candle manages to remain above 28,000, then we know the price of Bitcoin for the coming days is going to turn bullish. I mean super bullish, because we will be finding support above this 200 weekly moving average, and along with that we will be also finding support above 21 weekly EMA, because we have found out in the past price action the price of Bitcoin, you can see, has broken out of this 21 weekly EMA, but at the end it failed. And what happened after that? It started showing weakness, and this is exactly what we want to avoid. So that's why I'm saying you wait until we find proper support above 28,000 before placing any trade. And now, even if you look at this in a very simple way, I mean, if you look at the price action right now in a 4-hour time frame using this ascending channel, you can see guys, this ascending channel upper trend line in the past price action acted as a strong line of resistance, the upper trend line, right? This is exactly where we are finding ourselves right now, and lower trend line acted as a strong line of support. So what I'm trying to pinpoint here is that in the past price action, this bullish move ended when the price got rejection from the upper trend line from this ascending channel. And since this is exactly where we are, I want you guys to be careful, because getting rejection from this rising trend line in the past price action has resulted in another continuation to the downside, and this is exactly what we want to avoid. So this is also one thing what I want you guys to keep in back of your head, because we know getting rejection around 28,000 means the price of Bitcoin parallelly will also play out this corrective later phase from Elliott wave. Yes, this 1 2 3 4 5, the motive number phase has already played out. Now we also got attracted towards this 0.5 Fibonacci line. So if this here is an actual impulsive movement and not a dead cat bounce, right, then we also need to find support above this 0.5 Fibonacci line, which sits around 28,000. So finding support above 28,000 is super important for us, because if we don't want this to play out as a fake out or this corrective later phase, just like I shown in example ABC phase, right, then we have to find support above 28,000, because finding support over 28,000 will invalidate this ascending channel. Price will be above 21 weekly EMA, price will be above 200 weekly moving average, and also price will be invalidating this VCPR for the first time in months. Yes guys, or maybe even in years. So this here will get invalid if the price of Bitcoin manages to find proper support above 28,000. So these were some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, then please guys, please destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.